Hi, this is Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com. Today we're going to do another shaky cam interior review. This time we are in the 2014 Toyota 4Runner Trail Edition. We're going to have the Toyota 4Runner Limited Edition, and you might remember the 2013 that we did. When we've had all of these, so when I've had the other one, I will do a full comparison of the three, so you can see the difference between the model years and the model packages. The Trail Edition is the real off-road edition of the 4Runner, although next year they will probably have the TRD Pro, which will rival it. So let's get going, because there's a fair amount of stuff to cover in this interior. So you can see they didn't move the window switches. This was one of my big beefs from last time, and they haven't changed it. We didn't have any snow this week, but I suspect that, like in the last one, it would come right in and get all over these buttons. Other than that, most of this is still the same. They haven't really changed much. This is the control for the 110 outlet in the back. This has a party tray kind of a thing, a tailgating tray that slides out, holds about 440 pounds, extends the back of the car a little bit, gives you, room to stack your stuff and maybe sit on it or whatever when you're camping and stuff. Kind of a nice, kind of a nice useful thing. Looking at the instrument cluster, you can see the gauges haven't changed a whole lot. They're a little more visible this year. That's just a slight touch from last year. I don't know what they did exactly, but I think it's de-emphasizing the chrome a little bit is what they did. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same. You see tachometer, engine heat, fuel, and speed. And this is the multifunction display. I have been averaging 18.8, and when I was just doing highway driving, when I first got this, I reset everything, and then I got right on the freeway because I had to go to Denver. And on that road trip to Denver and down to Denver, I was averaging about 19.8. This is rated at 21, so can't really complain. That's pretty close when you're a mile in the air, a mile above sea level, and it's not a real turbocharged engine. So you can see also over here I have the four-wheel driving gauge. That's 4 low. I'm kind of on top of a mountain, if you want to look out there, see. So to the steering wheel, you can see pretty much the same. The steering wheel itself changes for 2014. You might have noticed this in the Tundra pickup trucks that I've done reviews for. So all the controls are pretty much the same. Here's your radio and stuff, and telephone and whatnot. And this side switches are pretty much the same. Cruise control is still on this dongle. This is not keyless. There is a key in it. And over here we have pretty much what you expect. This is kind of the information display. What's on there right now is what you will normally see. It's the amount of range you have with the fuel you have, temperature outside, direction you're facing, and time. This changes though and gives you information if you start touching switches. I'll show you some of those switches in a minute. Down here we have the usual infotainment system. This is a very, very nice stereo. I really like it. It's the Grace Note system. I really like this, but I still don't like Toyota's interface. It's just kind of a pain, and especially if you have satellite radio, you better learn quick how to preset your channels, because you can't just page through the channels easily. It's kind of a pain. Going down, here's the climate controls here. Pretty straightforward. Really not that complex. This is the upfit package, so it has some USB 12 volt. This is a nice phone cubby. Down here's a nice flat one for something a little bit larger. And I want you to note they have gone back to a gear shift for four-wheel drive control. This is 4 high. Up here is high 2. And then you have to go into neutral with your regular transmission, and then you can go up into 4 low. I was just in that for some filming. I was comparing going up the same kind of a rough hill with this with it in 4-low with some traction control stuff and not in 4-low. And seat warmers, the back window, nice big central cubby, and that's about it. So there you go for that. Now up here, if I can, here you go. This is your terrain setting. You can tell it what kind of terrain you think you're on. I had it on heavy for some really bouncy stuff. This activates when you put it when you change it down there to 4-low. You can turn this on and do things with it. If you turn this on and don't put it in 4-low, then this screen will tell you what to do to get into 4-low. Back up here, if I can get the lighting to kick in again, here we go. And here's your climb creep and traction control and so forth, differential lock and whatnot. Pretty cool. I like it. I like having it up here out of the way much better than I liked having it down here and all over the place. If you remember the LX570, Lexus's version of this SUV here, they're all in a row right here, and it's kind of annoying because you're bumping them all the time. So anyway, that is the interior. That's our shaky cam interior review of the 2014 Toyota 4Runner Trail Edition. All right, well, until next time, this has been Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com. We'll talk to you again soon.